Hello, my beautiful people. How are you doing? How is your day? How is your week? How is your month? Like, how is everything? Hopefully, everything is great, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, we have this Kiko or threading or Brazilian wool hairstyle, and this is one of the trending hairstyle, though this is very old hairstyle, but things they're like coming back. So if you are my returning subscriber, thank you so much, honey, for your love and your support. I do appreciate. But if you're new to this family, you're welcome. My name is Glory Tui, and before you leave, kindly give this video a big thumb up, because if you do so, YouTube will push this video to more people, and that will help my channel a lot. I use total of 3 packs, and I use 13 inches long. So you may either decide to go with any pattern. Here, the most important thing is to master the way you have to hold the hair, but it doesn't about patterns, it doesn't matter. So here I'll be using oil and gel, but you may use any kind of gel that works for you. You really need hair wax to do this hairstyle, because a lot of people that have been complaining that this hair is very painful. Yes, it is. If you don't use some hair wax to apply on the section, so that you don't need to pull the hair too much. So after I part my hair, I'm going to work with bigger section, and I'm not going to do like much. I want something elegant and very simple. So I part my hair from front to the back, and then I apply some hair wax, redo the line again. And here I am good to go. This style, it doesn't look good when you do smaller section. So go ahead and do bigger sections. And after I part, I will apply some hair wax. Make sure I comb my hair well. Then I start to braid. I use total of 8 strands. I hold almost half of these wools, and then I attach on my natural hair. Then I use all of the 8 strands to wrap, and then I keep wrapping. And at this point, you don't need to wrap too long, because you are going to join the sections. So make sure you wrap longer enough, and then take one strand, secure only one time. Then go ahead to the other section, which I repeat exactly the same thing like what I did in the first section. I keep wrapping, but when I'm wrapping, I make sure I'm not wrapping tighty, very gentle, because this is a protective hairstyle. I don't want to cause any tension on my scalp, not at all. So after these 2 sections, the third section, I'm not going to use 8 strands. I'm using only 4 strands. And after I section or I part my natural hair, I divide my natural hair into 2. I mean the same section I divide into 2. Then I take the first section, I put it in between my natural hair. Then I take those 4 strands, I wrap like 2 times, make sure I secure my hair well. Then I grab the section I put in between. Then I keep wrapping all of them together. Hopefully this makes sense. And if you're wondering why I use 4 strands instead of 8, is because when I'm wrapping, I'm not wrapping all the wool. So as you can see, there are leftovers, and these leftovers, when you join the sections, they are there. So if you use 8, the section they are going to be very big. So as you can see, the first section goes to the third section, while the second section goes to the fourth sections. And here you may either decide to go with forward or backward. You may either decide to pull your section going forward or going backward. It's all up to you. But because I have a big forehead, I will go ahead and put the section forward instead of backward. So as you can see here, I put the section going front, then I put it in between my natural hair, then I wrap 3 times, then I hold the section that I put in between my natural hair, then I keep wrapping all of them together. And here you may either decide the length you want, but make sure you are not wrapping too long, because you may decide to unravel them to get like neat sections. So as you can see, this is the last section, and after I wrap couple times on my natural hair, then I hold this section I put in between. Because this is the last one, I'm going to join these sections together, I mean the previous one and the last one. And then after I wrap them together like this, you may either decide to wrap the last section going forward or going backward, is all up to you. Then after this, I'm going to use the same strands I'm using to wrap. I will use the same. And at this point, I'm going to wrap all of them, these 2 sections. Keep wrapping and keep wrapping and wrapping until you finish the wool. And then I add 2 more strands and I keep wrapping. And because down I want this section to be a little bit thin, I will go ahead and trim off all the excess wool, but not now. I will do it later. So in the back, this is how I decide to do, but you may either decide to do any style. It's all up to you. I decide to do 2 lines, and this is usually how I hold my hair in the back, because sometimes it's a big challenge to hold your hair in the back and to make sure everything is clean and neat. So the same, these 2 first strands I use total of 8, these 2 sections I use total of 8 strands, while the rest I only use 4 strands. So after the first 2 sections, I will go ahead and join the sections to get these patterns. Yeah, just like this. So here we go with 4 strands, and the first one goes to the third one, as you can see, and divide your natural hair into 2 like this. Take the first section, put in between, hold your natural hair well. Make sure at least you wrap 2 to 3 times to make sure you secure or you hold all of your hair before you hold the section you put in between together with your natural hair, and then keep wrapping. Don't forget, when you're wrapping, you don't need to wrap too tight because you don't want to cause tension. The aim of doing this here is to protect your hair, is not to damage your hair. So be gentle. Make sure your hand is relaxed while when you're doing this hair. So I keep going until the end of this section.
Denim jeans, broken dreams in my pocket. Golden thing round my neck like a locket. Carve your name in my mind, 'cause you caught it. You caught it. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you know it. Meet under the street light at the young, so I could show you. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you're glowing. Meet under the mezzanine just so that I could show you. You're golden. Yeah, you're golden. You're golden. Yeah, you're golden. Golden. Yeah.
So as you can see, most of the sections in the end, they are thin because I trimmed some of the wools to get thin. So now I'm going to hold these four lines together, and then I'll keep wrapping and trimming to get thin, because once the end is thin, it's so easy to secure or to style in the end. So after I feel like I've gone far enough, I go ahead and secure 2 times. And I repeat exactly the same thing to the other side. There are many ways that you can do final touch. I've shown many ways in my previous videos. If you didn't watch them, kindly watch my other videos. But in today's video, I'm going to do something a bit different. And I'm going to make sure I style the way I want. I make sure I just let the wool be the way I want it to be. And then I am going to use a needle. And in this needle, I put Brazilian wool. I just take one strand and I divide that strand into two. Then I put in this needle. And I'll be using this one to seal the end. So take your time, because you use Brazilian wool, it's so easy for the needle to pass through. But because my hands have oil, I've been using gel, so my hands have gel and oil that I apply on my hair. I find it's a bit challenging to hold the needle and to pull the needle through. But guess what? When I was doing this, I was like, how am I going to finish this style? And I decided to use tissue and hold this needle with tissue, and I find things become easier. It's so easy for me to pull the needle through, and things become easier. So keep wrapping, pull your needle, make sure you seal or you secure your band well. The more you keep seal in, you will find like it's the more your band comes out nicely. So take your time, don't be in rush. Make sure you put long wool on your needle so that it will not end before you finish to sew your band. So as you can see, I keep sewing, keep going and going. As you can see, the band start to look really good. And then I keep going, keep doing my things. Take your time, do up and down, make sure you sew in everywhere, because you don't want this wool like to lose before time. And then in the end, I just cut off and I make 3 times knot. That's how I secure. And then the remaining wool I wrap couple times, then I secure again on the end, then I cut. And this is the final look for today's video. And after this, I decide to do some spice up. But before this is how the hair looks at the back. And then I decide to add some curls and hair accessories, which is not must. It's not a must, but I just want to spice this look a little bit. And the accessories I use, I got them from local store supplier. So guys, let me know, what do you think about this hairstyle? Will you try it? So I love you guys, and hopefully you get something. See you soon. Bye.